Hello, welcome to my video about the integration of a vacuum robot. Let's first talk about the integration into the software, then how to use the vacuum cleaner, then how to manage the auto-empty station in case you have one, and what are the conclusions about this integration. For the software integration, I have a D-bot which connects to Amazon Alexa, but the options available are very limited. In the beginning, I was a bit disappointed and actually thought buying another brand, but then I found an API, a programming interface. And very quickly I had a JavaScript on my Raspberry Pi and I could do everything the app didn't allow. Great, it was very flexible. So in case you can integrate it via Google Home or Apple Home, etc., no problem. If this integration is limited, you may want to look at an API and connect it this way. Once the connection is established, the first item is to use the vacuum cleaner for cleaning. Our entrance is cleaned every evening after 8:30 as soon as the neighboring living room is off. In case the room remains on, then the Smart Home Center asks a question every 20 minutes whether it would be okay to clean the entrance. If the answer is yes, the vacuum starts, does its job. If there is no answer, nothing will happen. In case the living room is in any other mode than normal or automatic, so for example in television mode, in dining mode or relaxation mode, in this case no question will be asked, the vacuum will not run, nothing will happen, will remain totally silent. So that's the routine on using the vacuum. The vacuum has an auto-empty station which is extremely noisy. Actually as noisy as a conventional vacuum cleaner was a decade ago, I think. So you don't want that in the evening at 8 or 9 p.m. after the entrance was cleaned. You don't want the noise from the vacuum station. So I switched it off. So the vacuum cleans and afterwards returns to its base and the auto-empty station does not run. No noise in the evening. This is scheduled for the next morning after breakfast, and there I need to trade between the need to empty it, the mode of the room and the number of persons in the flat. And this I've done approach with that table, and I will explain some of the details of that. So the logic is based on 4 parameters: the current hour of the day from 0 to 24, the number of persons in the flat, maximum 4 in our case, number of days since the last time the auto-empty station was run, and that shouldn't be more than 3 in my case, and the last item is the number of the mode of the room, which is between 0, which is off, and 8. So now the core of the formula of the math is to take hour minus 8 divided by 4 minus day as an integer calculation. Here you see hour minus 8, here you see 4 minus day, and here you see the result of the division. So this result gives the number of persons maximum allowed in the room to run the auto-empty station. So here 0 should be empty. Nobody should be in the home when the auto-empty station is activated. So nobody will hear the noise. On this first day, after previously emptying the auto-empty station, from 11 o'clock, there is 1 person tolerated to be exposed to the noise. And from 2 o'clock, it will be 2 persons. So on the first day, after the previous auto-empty station run, on the first day after, in the morning 0, then 1 person, then 2 persons allowed in the flat. And green means the room has to be off. so the room is off and the number of persons is limited, then the auto-empty station will run. On the second day, the 1 starts earlier, the 2 starts earlier, and we end up with 3 and 4. So on the second day, at 4 p.m. afternoon, if the room is if the room is off and 4 persons are there, then it would empty the vacuum here and makes a noise. On the third day, the last day of escalation, so to say, in the morning, the room should be off and maximum 1 person should be in the flat, then the noise is made. At 10 it's 2, at 11 it's 3, at 12 o'clock it's 4 persons, so everybody at home. Room off and 4 persons accepted and the noise is made. So hopefully the 4 persons are in any other room, and it's not too annoying to hear it. In the afternoon, the same story starts again, but now the room is allowed to be on. So if the room is on and only 1 person is in the flat, not more than 1, perfect. It's triggered and the noise is created. At 2 it's 2, at 3 it's 3, and at 4 p.m. 4 persons are allowed and the room can be on. So that is always the case. We don't have 4 mobiles which book into the flat. So this is the ultimate case where the condition will be true and the auto-empty station is triggered. So that's the understanding and logic. Now let's have a quick look how I made that. In the formula, you see that here, the Python code, it's only 1 line. It's very simple. I think that's quite beautiful. So here is a condition that the formula should be below 4. And actually here it's 5 and I deduct 4. You will see that in a second. So if that formula is below 4 is a condition, and if the condition is true, it's a 1. And if that is 1, mode has to be 0 so that the product is equal to 0. So if the condition is true, then the mode needs to be 0, which is off. If that is not true, it's false. Then the figure of that condition is 0, and if that is 0, the mode can be any value. So that means the room can be on any mode other than 0, because this condition is false, which is equal to 0. 0 times something 0, condition is met. And at the same time, the persons actually in the flat should be below or equal to the maximum persons accepted. And if these 2 conditions hold, then the auto-empty station is run. You see, that's very nice. This is very condensed mathematical expression, and it ensures the following target. To auto-empty in the worst case every 3rd day, to run the auto-empty station as soon as the room is off and nobody is at home, increase the number of persons accepted to hear the noise throughout the day. We saw that here. This is the number of persons accepted to suffer the noise. During the last 3rd day, try to auto-empty when the room is off in the morning, and then in the afternoon accept that the room is not off and increase the number of accepted persons again. And like this, ensure that the auto-empty is run on the last 3rd day before 5 p.m. One more detail about the room mode. I accept the room mode 0 only if it's 0 for more than 2 minutes. So if it has just been set to 0 2 seconds ago, then I just put it to an arbitrary value, to 2 I think, not equal to 0 to avoid you switch the room off, and in the second you do that accidentally, the noise is created. That would be annoying. So there is a time lag of 2 minutes. After you switch off the room, the auto-empty station should run and make the noise. What are the conclusions? In case you program your own code, then this API for a vacuum robot is very flexible as any other integration. So in case you have some problems, have a look for an API. Second, the robot should clean only when the room mode is off or when a question was answered positively. In modes like television, dining, relax, there should be no activity and no question. If the auto empty station makes much noise, then its time of operation needs special care, and we saw that before. Bottom line, a fully seamless integration of the vacuum robot was achieved in my smart home with the above routines, and since this is running in a good way and optimized like this, spouse approval and family acceptance is very good. Nobody complains anymore. Thank you very much. If you are curious about my wiki with a lot of more information, you'll find the address in my channel.